You had to get that in, didn't you?
Yes. The funny part is nobody knows exactly what that really means.
This is true. This is our immaturity on display, and no one has information to the lead up of why that's funny. So, this is why the others don't want to be around us. Oh dear. All right. I completely forgot what I was going to say before I forgot, and now I've forgotten that part too. So, yeah, no, this is going well. This is spectacular.
What's the topic for today?
Well, it was going to be about horses because it's the Chinese New Year or Lunar Year of the fire horse. So, suggestion from my druid told me that we should do a horse theme and talk about our favorite RPG horse. But it's just kind of us two.
Let's see. My favorite. There is a actually, I'll do you one better. I'll pull up exactly what I'm talking about. Which one is my favorite?
Mm-hmm.
It may take me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to blather to entertain everybody while I try to find this.
Well, I can do mine because I've already got the screen up for it.
Okay.
So I was going to talk about the Nakalavi, which, as far as I can tell, only has its appearance in an RPG in the Pathfinder First Edition Bestiary 3 book, which I was kind of surprised about that. But yeah, there's that. But yes, I love this abomination of a creature. I mean, look at this fucking thing. The rider is basically sewn to the horse.
Yeah.
Massive gangly arms that drag behind it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks like it's fit to be barbecued.
Yeah, but it's diseased and poisoned and...
Well, if you're a vampire, then.
Yeah. Even then, it might not because it has an aura of miasma. So it drains the will and energy out of you too.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I see a way around that if you're a vampire.
It's pretty much gonna kill anything it comes to us.
That within itself kind of makes it a vampire, doesn't it? Like an energy vampire?
Yeah, but the good thing is that it can't create more of its own, which is great. Who wants more of these horrendous
How does it get created?
So to put it in RPG terms, because it's based on a Scottish folklore creature, they are created from areas that get too polluted, and a nature spirit will basically be corrupted by the pollution, the the hatred and everything of the pollution and toxicity that it turns into one of these things, and then ironically it then goes around causing disease, toxicity, and suffering and death in everything else it comes across too. So it's kind of a very haunted existence, but I love it so much.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to pull mine up.
But yeah, in terms of what the creature possesses, in terms of Pathfinder First Edition, it is a large, neutral evil, large fae, aquatic. Has an initiative of +7. Its senses are in low light vision. Has perception of 17, +17. Have fun with that. And it has the aura of frightful presence, out to 30 feet. So, yeah, just fucking fear everything. It has a supernatural breath weapon of, well, withering foulness and painful welts that basically it's a breath weapon of disease and poison. And yeah, it's... Oh, and in the Pathfinder version, the rider has a sword that it can stab you with. Yeah. Lovely.
Okay. I've almost got mine. Give me one. Almost there.
Is it a My Little Pony?
No. No, although that would have been a funny one. Okay. Where's the camera? Okay. All right. Let me share.
Sharing. Bloop.
So this is my favorite.
Like a nightmare or something?
Yeah, it's a headless horseman's nightmare. The only way that you can, this is in World of Warcraft, but the only way that you could get it, and it actually flies too, but the only way that you could get it is to fight the Headless Horseman, which is a Halloween event that happens once a year. So it's a very rare drop. Very, very rare drop. Now, the next... now I had this is my follow-up. Bear with me here. Let me... Okay. So this is my follow-up. Now, you're probably thinking, no, go back. I'm not done. You're probably thinking, oh, no, wait a minute. That's not in a role-playing game. Au contraire. It is.
Yep.
It is a role-playing game.
Yeah, it is.
And Artax was in it.
Your evocation of childhood trauma knows no bounds.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've got that out of the way.
That chewed up all of 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it probably would have been more helpful to have the others here, but since we don't.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. So what have you been up to?
Pretty much just this, that, and the other. That's about it.
Oh, it was awesome seeing your interview last week with the people from
Yeah, myth makers. Yeah.
Myth Makers. Yeah. Only thing I didn't like was that you started about 5 minutes after I had to leave to take the kids to school, and then by the time I got home, you're literally just wrapped up, and I'm like, so yeah, I had to watch the replay on that, which is probably why I didn't.
Well, they dropped some good information.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I am looking forward to the Dale Land books when they do drop.
They definitely seem like a nice new resource for people into the Forgotten Realms lore and things like that. So
yeah,
definitely be a useful tool. But yeah, if all goes well, I'm going to have a new video out too, which will be great. Yay! Although now that we said that, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I actually have a video that's out tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday, and I have one for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But they're all hidden from everybody until they actually drop. So these will not be for the members. These will just be for. These are not going to be. Let me rephrase. These 5 are the one. I'm so tired, man. I can't even think straight. The one tomorrow will be for members. They get to see it early. The remaining ones for the rest of the week, they'll just happen when they happen. I'm trying something slightly different. Each one is less than a minute. Some will probably argue in the comments, "Hey, this should have been a short, man." But I did it landscape style, so for a reason. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to look for clues and stuff in those videos now.
Yeah, well, they kind of connect. Kind of.
So I'm definitely going to investigate them now.
We'll see.
I should have been having the Labyrinth video being my next one out. As in Tales of the Valiant Kobold Press's Labyrinth World book, not the Labyrinth. Obviously, they can't get that IP.
Like David Bowie.
Yeah.
Not that. This is not that.
Yeah. Although it could be if you really wanted it to. But yeah, so much of the book is lore. And so trying to condense essentially new stories down as a digestible thing, when it's, I mean, I've had it for about 6 months or so, but I've had other things going on too, so it's been like,
yeah,
I haven't had time to digest it, so I'm having trouble summarizing, basically. So I did something else for this week, which is a bit of a cheat, because it starts off about Lego and then ends on Numenera.
I was going to say, I think it'd be kind of fun to, and if I had Legos, I would definitely be doing this on my channel. A stop motion Lego movie. I mean, it's already being done. I mean, hell, the Legos themselves has put several of those together.
Mm.
I mean, even Lego Dreams that we were talking about last week. I mean, I'd totally be doing that shit. That'd be a lot of fun.
There is a playlist of 5 videos on the official Lego YouTube channel that is something along the lines of like Lego Dreams music videos.
Wow.
They are, no joke, essentially, like, they're produced, obviously. Basically, stop motion, like 40-second music videos advertising the new line from this year.
Oh.
And even though I've only let the kids watch them once, only because they were around when I was rewatching them one time.
Yeah.
My kids have 2 of the songs stuck in their heads.
Nice.
Which is nice because it breaks up the otherwise constant K-pop demon hunters.
Yeah, I get that too. What was it? WizKids through Nika had it was the ultimate, oh gosh, let's see if I can pull them up. And I'll share it with you here. So they had these ultimate figures. Where I don't guess I can make it any larger. But anyway, every part of it was articulated. Like the wrists would move. You could pop in different hand positions, so that it could be holding, different items and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was for Strongheart. They have Zarek, same way.
Mm-hmm.
These are the lesser ones, but they also had some ultimate, not of these guys. But anyway, they had a big collection of these, and of course they're all sold out now. And that really sucks. But I was wanting those to do some little stop motion videos. Have Strongheart fight, Zarek, for example, and then get waylaid by Grimsword, and then I thought it would have been fun, but those go for a pretty penny these days.
Bugger.
Yeah.
Don't you have a few of those though?
I have Strongheart, but it's not the ultimate Strongheart. So
okay. Yep.
Like on the ultimate, I believe the knees bend, the elbows bend.
Yep.
So I mean they can articulate this way, this way, this way. But the ones that I have, it's stiff armed. So it's like,
yeah.
And stiff legged, so that it just doesn't bend.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't know, it wouldn't look as natural.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. If you could have gotten a hold of them, and if you had tried to do all this, gotten the TSR D&D cards for each of them, and then use those to roll out how the battle would have gone.
And I may actually even have those cards. I might have that collection. War Duke was the other one I was looking for, yeah.
But yeah, that would have been highly amusing. But yeah,
I think so. It would have been a lot of fun to put time and effort into making that too.
I mean, I'm currently in the middle of not doing the set that I plan to use for my channel, but I'm currently in the set of a new Lego base building.
Wait, show that again. Just don't drop it.
It's only like the second bag out of like a 7-bag set, so it's a massive tower.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not the set that I plan to utilize, but I'm trying to get pieces and stuff and sets and stuff organized so that at some point I can clear off my this technically I'm pointing towards you, but it's the other side of my desk. I can clear that off and like build it into essentially a mock bridge, basically, because I've already got because the Lego website has a pick a brick, and you can like just individually buy brick pieces, including minifig pieces. And so I have a way to buy just a ton of stuff to build up, which on one hand is great because like things are like, I mean, for the stuff I'm going for, between 10 cents and like
Gotcha.
$1.15, and that's in Australian.
I gotcha.
Unfortunately, I have somehow blown my cart out to almost $150. I have a bit of a problem.
Just a touch.
Yeah. I keep getting carried away, and every time I try to slim down, it only stays that way for about 5 minutes before it starts pulling me out again.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Do I really need 20 of this one? No, I can do with just 10. Oh, but now that means that's opened up to 10 more of this other one. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, I'm really. Are you fingering the camera? Yep.
Maybe. You'll see this pop up again.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
But someday.
Oh man. But yeah, I've gone on. My new video is basically me going on a dreams rant, which ends in a Numenera rant. Well, not really a Numenera rant, but like a Numenera giant pitch, which, yeah, it's just me getting carried away with stuff. But it does give me a reason why I can post this video on the Cypher System Discord as well. So I might get a few more views than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should really try to do Numenera lore. I'll try to do that again.
Lore is I like lore. I guess my opinion on it, and okay, so that's actually a kind of a neat little topic that we
Mhm.
could kind of talk about. So I've been vocal that for me when I got into playing, or let me rephrase, when I got into running Dungeons and Dragons, it was as a direct result of buying the Forgotten Realms box set.
Mhm.
And up to that point, it had all been module driven. You know, we didn't realize, or when I bought that box set and started reading through it, I didn't realize, holy crap, I can create my own adventures.
Mm.
Now, keep in mind, I mean, this is, 1986, 87 or so. So, I mean, I had not been playing for like an extremely long time.
Mm.
And at up to that point, I was not the DM. I was only a player. So, I mean, I didn't know that other side of it, the DM side of it.
Mm.
Then getting that box set, like I said, was like a holy shit moment. Like, wait, you mean we can make up our own stuff? Okay. And that's when I started becoming the DM. And what we quickly did, because there, I mean, I stuck with the lore that was in that box set. Of course, the maps were massive and huge. And so that gave us a huge playground to play in. But when we wanted to, or when the players wanted to go to places that weren't covered in that book, I had to kind of create my own lore for it.
Mm.
And then as the years went on and as subsequent books came out, more material was added. And then, of course, later editions and stuff would add to all of that lore. It quickly became kind of a pick and choose. Like what did we want to use of this new supplement that just came out and put in our existing campaign,
Yeah.
or in our existing world? Because we completely bastardized the Forgotten Realms. We really made it our own. But what what was kind of fun about the lore aspect of it is you and I, if we had never met and we sat down and we started talking about Minzo Baranzan, for example, we automatically already know the basics of what Minzo Baranzan is, Underdark, Drow, that kind of thing. And so there's a common ground there that we both are already familiar with, but Minzo Baranzan may be completely different in my campaign world versus your campaign world,
Mm.
but there's still a common lore there. And that's what I like so much about official released material, is that we can all read it, have a common ground or common frame of reference when we're talking about it, with the understanding that what you've put in your game, what I've put in my game may be completely different from each other, as well as completely different from what was in the official stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm a lore geek, man.
Yeah. I was just looking, and like my second highest viewed video is my lore dive on the history of Homeworld.
Yeah.
So like people do actually like lore videos. And I mean, considering like the lore video channels of like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls,
Yeah.
yeah, clearly people like hearing and listening to lore. But so that kind of brings up a problem, because I kind of absorbed the lore from Numenera, but I found the setting way more interesting, and so quote unquote threw my spot onto the other side of the continent, which has nothing to it. So I was
Mhm.
free to make everything up, and so it's like,
Right.
like all the themes and everything are still the same. All of that is still the same. It's just like I tweaked my favorite aspects, kind of thing, my
Yeah, well,
inspirations.
that's what we were just kind of, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was getting at. When you go into areas that have not yet been developed, I mean, you kind of got to create it yourself.
Mm,
And what'll be interesting will be like, say in 5 years, if that area does happen to get developed, it's like, uh, that's the challenge, like, right? Like, what do you do at that point? Do you just shift everything to that new official lore, or do you completely ignore it and go, yeah, okay, that's interesting, but I've already done it over here. I'm not going
mm.
to redo it.
Well, considering it came out 13 years ago, I'm feeling safe. It hasn't
Yeah,
been developed yet.
yeah, and likely probably won't. Yeah,
Mm. But I mean, that's one of the awesome things about the setting, the world, and all that is just like,
yeah,
here's the part of the map we developed. Here's like our inspirations. Here's like the story of this region. But we've got an entire planet's worth of continent, supercontinent. Oh, here, go
yeah.
have fun. Uh, Not only that, like they even point out, well, Monty and stuff have even pointed out in the Numenera book that you can just, you know, have the steadfast setting as your setting. But
Hmm.
if you want to change stuff, well, then you can change stuff and have that changed version as your setting and your home game, and it still fits in with the book's Numenera, because the book unapologetically deals with alternate dimensions and worlds and stuff. So it's
Yeah,
like, oh, so we just did a sliders to another world. That's basically all it is.
yeah.
Close, but not quite.
Well, and that's the one neat thing about like these books right here. Uh, I, I've got one it's all superheroes. I've got another one that's pretty much just horror based and gods. Appalachia.
Hmm. Still don't have that
Yeah,
one yet.
gods. God forsaken. The stars are fire and claim the sky.
Yep.
And that's what I like about it is it's the same system but different, vastly different games.
Yeah.
I mean,
It.
what the stars are fire. I mean, that's pure sci-fi.
Yeah. But it's sci-fi of a whole range. Like the book
Right.
has details about, oh, you're running a mech game. Here's mechs. Oh, you
Yeah.
want spaceships.
Exactly.
Here's
Yeah.
spaceships. Like, yeah, and yeah, Godforsaken is basically fantasy,
Hmm.
and in the book it tells you like, hey, here's how ciphers normally work in the base game. Here's how you can make them work in a fantasy
Right.
setting,
Right.
not just as potions or scrolls or things like that, but like um as an inspiration die in D&D, or things like
Yeah.
that. Just you know so many different things that you can use them as. And yeah, it's uh, it is a reason why it is one of my favorites. Well, it is my favorite system. So.
Well, and I mean, that's understandable too, because I mean, if you want to mesh multiple worlds or settings rather, genres, I
Mm,
mean, you can. I mean, if you want to have that fantasy setting with a smattering of superhero, or I guess vice versa, some superhero with sci-fi. It's really not that big of a stretch to put those 2 together.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a little challenging, because I mean, there are some, like you said, there are some aspects to each, what would you call it? Like a subsetting, maybe?
What do you mean?
Um, like, okay, so you've got one book that's sci-fi.
Hmm.
You've got another book that's superhero, another book that's fantasy. With
Also,
those
like the genre then of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
subgenre or genres, yeah, and then each one inside, there's subgenres inside. So,
Yep.
I mean, if you wanted to mix and match genres, I mean, you could. There'd be a little bit of a challenge there, I suppose, but
Mm,
doable, very doable.
yeah. I mean, the good thing is that all you're really doing is modifying mechanics that are already malleable.
Mhm.
So it works. It's a lot less once you get a hang of the system. Obviously, it's a lot less stressful than say trying to do that to 5e D&D or third edition D&D.
Yeah,
Um, but one of the things I'm for every one or for every two things about the new cipher system that they announce, there's always one thing that I don't like. So it's like it's a net positive in the end, but it's
yeah,
frustrating. But one of the main things that I'm looking forward to with the new system is that everything is based off the core system rather than each setting having its own core rule system.
right, right,
So that means um, you can take your Numenera character to a godforsaken fantasy game or a Stars of Fire sci-fi game or whatever. The characters are the base way the characters work already are the same in each for each setting.
right,
Whereas you can't really do that because there's individual character changes to Numenera, to the base cipher system, to the Strange, to Gods of the Fall. So it gets a little bit more tricky. A Numenera character could be a bit more powerful in some regards, a bit less powerful.
yeah,
Godforsaken characters are going to be overpowered because you're basically playing a demigod.
yeah,
Yeah. But like that's one of the things I'm looking forward to with the new system is it's being more designed to being more Lego-y, shall we say? Put it together yourself and it just fits together.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, I know I like all that. I don't like the hit point pool. I don't like the health pool. I'm not. That's going to annoy me because like with how the system worked before, I know we haven't gotten around to playing that damn game yet. I will try, for the love of God, to find the time. Uh, um, but that the way the original system worked was if you took damage, you took physical damage to your might or speed, depending on whether you're trying to take the hit and block it or dodge out of the way,
right,
obviously. Um, or if it was like psychic, mental, that kind of thing, it was intellect damage. And I liked that because it made people more concerned about not only taking a hit, but also how they used their points. Because basically everything then becomes effort,
right,
but not effort as in the effort system that's in the game. um, but yeah, it makes it feel like, oh, I need to do an attack. but will I leave myself vulnerable? But that was
Right.
the
It makes
exciting
them. It
part
makes
too.
them weigh the situation.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I get it. I get it.
But that was the exciting part too about it, which was, oh, there's a monster up ahead. Do you engage it?
Hmm.
You don't know, especially in a Numenera game, you
Yeah.
don't know what it is. You may,
Well, that's a lot like Dragonbane. Like in Dragonbane, monsters hit. There's no it just they hit automatically.
Hmm.
It's an exercise in, are you sure you want to try to do this?
yeah,
So
and
yeah,
Cypher's very similar.
yeah, I get that. I mean, it's I mean that may I mean I'm painting it out to sound like it's extraordinarily hardcore, and it is, but it doesn't have to be,
Hmm.
you know. I mean, because there are ways to get around the monsters. You know, the monsters are there. That's just not the core focus of it.
Hmm.
But you know, if you're going to try to go pilfer a dragon's lair for its hoard, um, you got to be smart about it. It's not just, oh, we're just going to walk in and start stealing shit. No, no, you got to use your brains, figure it out how.
And I imagine another aspect of the game or the game's design is that players should be aware that they can run away as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's very explicitly stated,
Hmm.
and it's my understanding that's pretty much. I mean, one of the core recommendations in any of the Numenera stuff too. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you gotta understand that that's an option.
Hmm.
You know, I don't think early AD&D uh, was very pro retreat. You know, uh, we were very. What do you mean? It's four trolls and there's only two of us, or actually more realistically, what do you mean? There's five of us and there's 20 trolls. We're gonna go in and kill them all.
You're going to go in and there is going to be killing. I'm not quite sure the rest of that sentence was properly structured though.
Right, right. Because I mean, back then we didn't care. I mean, if a character died, great. Okay, fine. We just roll up another one. And 90% of the time, if it was, uh, I'm trying to think of a random name, uh, Kilbar the Barbarian goes in and gets maimed and slaughtered. Well, then I'm just going to roll up Kilbar the Barbarian's son, who has the exact same stats, or his twin brother, who has the exact same stats.
See, oh man, okay. Since we're sharing stories now,
Yeah.
at our table, we had like after about 3 or 4 games, we decided on a home rule, which was you can't play the same class if you're rolling up a new character. So it has to be so, meaning that we basically can't do Hogar the Barbarian, then Hogar the Barbarian the second, Hogar the Barbarian the third.
Okay. So then the easy way around that is, okay, when the wizard dies, they give me their character sheet and I roll up the wizard and they get the barbarian sheet and they roll up the barbarian. Only there's no rolling. It's just here's
Swapping.
Junior and here's twin brother.
Yeah. Oh, there
No,
was.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that had we been smarter back then, probably would have been a good one to include something
Hmm.
like that. But we were just, man, we were drinking Jolt Cola and rolling dice and eating Twinkies for dinner, you know, and just playing.
Well, I mean, for us, just Australian version of all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that only stopped at our table. I guess it's gonna sound dumb. Kind of when we got pro at it, and what I mean is, I
Yeah.
think once one of our characters got to third level or third or fourth
Yeah.
level, we
Yeah.
kind of went like, "Oh, this character's actually kind of got some shit going on now." Like,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to keep him alive. He's going to retreat if the others die, and then it kind of
Yeah.
kept happening like that.
I will be honest, it was a rare thing for us to ever see one of our characters get above level 3.
Mm.
That was very rare.
I think my see here's the problem. I'm going to say dark elf mage, right? Or as I called him a dark elf sorcerer, but really
Mhm.
it was just an elf. It's just the way we were playing, we were just kind of copying ideas and stuff from
Mhm.
things we were interested in. And so I
Yeah, sure.
basically copied the quote unquote dark elves, the no Noldor,
Drow?
no, the
Oh,
Noldor from Lord of the Rings. So he was a
gotcha.
dark elf in that regard, wasn't actually
Right.
like a drow. And so like yeah, I've got this, and sorcerer. He was just a wizard, but
Yeah.
sounded cool. um, but yeah, it was just. I think he got up to level 6 when we kind of started phasing out our game, but he was so much fun. But I mean, my paladin, which named after,
Mhm.
will always be special. But yeah, it was just. Ah, he was 4th, maybe 5th level. I think it was 4th though. But yeah, just yeah, it was a lot of fun losing him in the way that I got to lose him. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, oh man.
There was I had always played a warrior class, like just a melee fighter. That was
Mm,
always my preferred. And with this one particular character, the background was that an ancestral sword had been stolen from their family. And that was my character's number one goal, was to find that sword. Um, that was when I was actually, I was able to play. And I don't know, we stopped playing. God, that would have been, I think that game ended in, it was shortly before I graduated high school. No, actually, no, we stopped playing. That would have been in 10th grade when we stopped playing that game. So that would have been, see, I graduated in 92, so 92 to 91, 11, 91 to 90. So around late 1989 or 1990 is when we stopped playing that one. And about 10 years ago, I asked the DM, I said, "So did my character ever find the sword?" No, not yet. And keep in mind, we hadn't played in 10 years or so.
mm.
And I don't know, about another, I guess, 5 years ago, I asked again, "Did my character ever find that sword?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think she finally found the sword, but," and then he threw something out, like something like, "But I'm not sure she made it back home." And I was like, "Oh." So, I mean, even though we didn't play,
Mm.
I still ask about the character, because somewhere out there in my mind, somewhere out there, my warrior is still, on horseback somewhere, seeking out or using this sword.
Mm. I would like to think that my mage dark elf sorcerer is probably has a great tower now, and
Yeah.
kind of does an
So
opposite to a dark sun sorcerer, where instead of like being the looming death over an area, he's kind of like the oh, great one, can you help us? Sure thing.
yeah. So your paladin, did your paladin ever did Seraphis ever meet any kind of fate, or
Yes, he was sealed away in a tomb, blocking it from a pit. Well, what we discovered was actually a pit fiend that had been released inside of it. We thought it was treasure.
so is Seraphis like still standing guard, or
Well, the DM had, because at the time we had been watching like the Spider-Man cartoons from the 90s,
Mhm.
and so we had just finished the Captain America Red Skull arc, and what happens there is that they get frozen in time.
Yeah.
So the idea implied is that by sealing up the entrance, we reconnected the sacred seal that was over it, and everything got frozen in time. So until it's opened again, it's unknown whether he's alive or dead. It's a Schrodinger's cat philosophy,
I gotcha.
basically.
I gotcha.
Like he could be about to get impaled. He could have been torn apart already. He could still be standing there blocking the doorway. No idea.
Or
But
he could have just lopped off the fiend's head.
yeah,
And now just kind of be standing there waiting for the door to open, going, "Hey guys, I could use a sandwich right now."
well, that's the thing. I don't know how the quote unquote time stop essentially is
Yeah.
working. So he could be conscious through the whole thing. He could think everything just happens in a blink.
How many years ago was that?
That game was in 2000, so 26.
Wow. Yeah.
So it could have been like 2000 years in game.
Right. Fun times.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever still talk to the DM?
No. Because
I was
the
gonna
one
say,
during
you ought to reach out to him just randomly and go, "So, what's happened with my character? Where's Seraphis now?"
no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Because she was my partner at the time. Grim is not her, nor is the previous ex her either. So it's kind
Yeah.
of
So, in other words, if you do go, you know exactly what's happened to your character. So it's best to not know.
Yeah.
I get that.
So it's more fun to talk to the other people who are the players who are still my old high school mates, rather than go, hey, I know you were just GM for that arc, but hey, did my character survive? And then potentially get a go fuck yourself. Or go fuck yourself. What are you talking about?
Right.
So yeah, no, we all kind of just hypothesize that stuff. Yeah.
I get it.
But I mean, that kind of style that we had back then too, because we all kind of like rotated out for story arcs, basically.
Yeah.
So it kind of allowed for different vibes, which is why I always compare how our game was to like Buffy the Vampire Slayer seasons, because you kind of get to a point where things start to kind of get different and stuff, and yeah.
Remind me of that, of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Remind me of that. I got a funny one for you.
Oh, you can say now. I
Oh,
was
okay.
done there. So,
So I was scrolling through Roku. We have Roku. And I was scrolling through there just looking for something to watch. And on one of them was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The heading, the title, on the screen. But Slayer was cut off. And it said Buffy the Vampire. And I was like, wow, that would be so much fun if they did like not a reboot, but like let's bring the show back. But now Buffy is a vampire. She's still going out slaying vampires, but she's a vampire at this point.
so it would just be Angel then.
No, because Angel was stupid, but no, it wasn't stupid. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It was, I don't know. There was something about it that just I didn't care for it.
I think.
And then I started thinking, did you guys have Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yes.
So a show that has her come back, but she's now like she had the aunts that were kind of the I guess teachers, more or less. She takes on their role, and these are about her kids. The new show is about her kids.
Didn't they already do something like that?
Did they?
I think they did.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. My ideas are not original, I guess.
No, I'm sure your idea would have been way better than the.
I'm assuming that it failed because I haven't seen or heard anything about it. But
I came across it because I was looking up some actor or something and saw like in 2019 or 2023, I can't remember what it was. It wasn't that long ago. That there was a Sabrina, and I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's some kind of weird reboot, remake, continuation of Sabrina by the looks of it. Except I think it had more gritty realism or something.
Trying to look it up now. There were video games based on. Wow, I didn't know that.
I think it did get its own role-playing game too.
Let's see.
I know Buffy did.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much out there. I can't. I'm not really finding a lot. I mean, I see that there were comics. There were. Oh, I will say. So there was. I do have a Predator versus Archie comic. In which she is actually in it. Sabrina the witch is in that comic.
Okay.
And helps him fight a predator, yeah.
Gives a new meaning to Catch a Predator.
Hmm?
Gives a new meaning to Catch a Predator.
Kind of.
I'm going to hell for that one.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay, so Did you ever see this one?
Okay, what? No. The fuck?
She goes to Australia to help clean pollution from the waterways.
The, uh, how do I phrase this? Our
Who
poll,
greenlights this shit?
huh?
Who greenlights this shit?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just to throw it out there, our pollution, even back then, mostly came from, like stuff that wasn't coming from the continent itself. It was coming from like oil rigs from corporations in our waters, not. I don't understand this. What do they think we had the same problem as LA or something like that? I mean, if she, oh man, okay, hold on. I need to have a look at something again from what you just showed me because I need to know where she was because that would make it.
It just says that she travels to Australia's Great Barrier Reef and for a week-long vacation where they try to protect a hidden mermaid colony whose habitat is threatened by ocean pollution. And then they try to clean that.
Okay, one, mermaids by the Great Barrier Reef, which are just
Shark fodder.
surrounded. Huh?
Shark fodder.
Not. Yes, sharks, great white sharks. But that's not the part that's going to kill you. That's going to kill you if you don't fucking move. What's going to kill you if you're hiding is the tiny little things that are just big for the fucking blue ring octopus.
Yeah.
Because when you can see the blue rings, that means they're not happy and they're about to kill you.
Yeah. It's too late.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, so many issues. And, okay, granted, 1999, perfect time because we were having a problem with the Great Barrier Reef, but it was because of it was because of tourism polluting the area.
Oh.
And it's still a problem. My God. What were you going to say?
No. Nothing.
No? Yeah, no, this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 1999, perfect time for that because, yeah, at the time, the Great Barrier Reef was having a massive, I think it was bleaching issue. It goes through that a lot nowadays. But, yeah, the main cause of it was ironically the tourist boats coming over to, you know, let tourists see the Great Barrier Reef. Huzzah. Fucking. But yeah, I think it would have been funny if she went to New South Wales, though, to Sydney. Also, waterways?
That's just what the wiki said.
Like, that's out in the ocean. It's not really a waterway. At least not by terminology that we use. Oh, man. I swear, you guys find shit like this just to annoy me.
No.
Oh my god. I have so many issues with that. I'm just letting you know. So dumb.
I get it.
Although, you got me off on a tangent now. It's not nearly as dumb as... What was that bitch's name? Some American comedian. Chelsea... Chelsea Handler? Is that it?
That is one. Yeah, that is somebody.
I'm not confident, but it was... I'm pretty sure it was someone named Chelsea. But anyway, and as a part of her show here, she made a joke about that there's not a lot of black people here. Okay, you're clearly not like seeing the Aboriginal population, but sure, whatever. And then goes, but you got a lot of Asians here, don't you? And it's, keep in mind, this is like around 2010.
Okay.
And it's like, have you looked at a fucking map?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not quite sure whether this dumbass had ever seen a map or not, but we're not exactly in Europe.
Right.
We've got like India, like here.
Yeah.
We got China up there. We got the Malaysia, New Guinea, Timor. Yeah. We're Asia.
Yeah, I mean, just part of the I mean, just within geographical location, that makes sense.
It's like, yes, we have a lot of Asian people here. I just, yeah, I wonder about people sometimes.
I wonder about people all the time.
I mean, I do too, but then my lovely partner yells at me because I stress her out too much, repeating all the bad things that I keep saying.
I get it. I have, I get that. I have similar. I try not to judge, but damn it, some people make it so fucking easy.
Okay, I got another one, and this is recent because fucking is the US president retarded?
No comment.
Okay. I asked this because, and just follow me here. Two nations. Let's call one Venezuela, and we're going to call the other one Balan. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You have a problematic leader. One is slightly more technologically advanced, the other slightly less. But they have a thing for atoms. So you kidnap the first one and then you assassinate the second one. Except, here's the key thing: the first one is bought off by cartels. But the second one pretty much is a religious figure for terrorists. I'm not sure that they, when they presented these portfolios to the retard in chief, that they labeled them properly, because it seems like a really fucking retardedly stupid idea to kill off the terrorist religious leader and make him a martyr in their eyes. But capture the guy who is just a pawn for cartels and drug runners. You know?
Sure.
Yeah. Because, like, and here's the thing. They're going to have they're going to announce a jihad, and it's going to be against him and everyone in the way. And anyone with half a brain cell could have seen that. I don't understand why this. I do understand why this happened, because apparently he's bought off by fucking BB, which is, why do we call him such a stupid name? Netanyahu. Fuck, this whole thing is stupid. And it's designed to waste America's military resources for Russia and China's benefit. Yes?
Okay.
I'm trying to summarize so that I don't bore you with too much.
No, I just
here. It's just
yeah, you know, I avidly avoid politics, so
yeah,
I'm
no,
just kind of.
I know. I try not to get too in, but this. Why would you make a martyr out of someone? That seems like the dumbest fucking thing to do. Yeah, I don't know. Changing the subject.
What about Punchy the Monkey?
What is Punchy the Monkey?
Really? He's the latest internet sensation.
Punchy the Monkey?
Or Punch the Monkey. Maybe it's Punch the Monkey.
Punch the Monkey. Oh.
Yeah, you just saw a whole bunch of hearts with monkeys in them fall, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's was uncalled for. Oh, the monkey with the stuffed monkey thing.
Yeah.
I had heard about that. I paid it no attention whatsoever. I did not realize this was a thing.
Yep, it's a big thing now. Major big thing.
Well, just for that, 6-7. You know, I can end this stream anytime, you know. Which, to be fair, I realized that would be hypocritical, considering that I just made you listen to my rant about retarded politics. So,
oh, I don't care.
this is adequate vengeance. I will acknowledge that.
I just discovered that little heart button that when you tap it, it makes more of those monkey faces fall.
Yep, it just keeps making them fall.
That's hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
I mean, that's kind of all I got. I don't know.
To be fair, that's fine. I mean, I more needed some vent time because of the stupid fucking shit that keeps. So this is okay, tapping, but not really tapping back into that.
Yeah.
We have compulsory voting, so we pay attention to politics more. We pay attention to what's happening with our politics. We hear more news about what happens in the rest of the world. So when you have this kind of stuff, and then you have our prime minister being like, we support the civilians of Iran during this US-Israeli strike, it's like, are we backing the US? No? Awesome. Yay. Because last time we backed the US in a strike in the Middle East, I can see your pink thing. And now I'm going to continue that sentence with, we lost almost 300 civilians to terrorist attacks in Bali. There's your pink thing.
Mm-hmm.
What was that noise?
Oh, it was just me putting this down.
Oh, I thought you were getting something else ready.
Oh, no, I was. You probably heard that. It sounds like a fart, I guess. It's just some car out. Sorry. I'm fidgeting.
Nah, you're
Gotta
right.
have stuff to do.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably fine time to end it's about there, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we already kind of covered what you're doing this week and what I'm doing this week, so it's kind of redundant. I guess we could just sit here awkwardly until I press end stream, or I don't know, unless you got something you'd rather say.
Maybe. And that's about how long I can hold that breath.
And that's how long I can hold my breath for. This is terrible content, you know that.
I mean, hey, it could be worse.
How could it be worse?
We could be talking about politics.
No, it could be worse. I could gain subscribers. That's how it could be worse.